In this lesson, you will learn how to create database connections for Tosca DI. Tosca DI requires an ODBC driver and DSN connection to execute database tests covered in this training. The Tosca DI wizard requires a Tosca DI connection for source and target data sources in order to set up vital checks and field tests. Tosca DI has out-of-the-box connectors to securely connect to local and remote files, on-premise and cloud data sources. The DI executor is external to Tosca, as seen in the previous lesson, which connects either locally or by using the ODBC, Web HDFS or SSH connections seen here. Other connections are available which require enabling and setting up based on your Tosca version. There is a remote DI agent which enables connecting via JDBC and further improving performance by executing the tests closer to the data source and passing back results to the DI executor, as well as native connections using SSAS OLAP and SAP BW. See Tricentis support for details to enable these connectors. Let's look at our DSN connections. This is generally how we access databases, whether they are on-premise or cloud-hosted. We install the required ODBC driver, which most relational and NoSQL databases now have. For our health analytics environment, we require a DSN to SQL Server and to Snowflake, which we have done. But as you can see, we have other DSN connections set up for Oracle, Hadoop Hive, SAP HANA, and a few others. With the Tosca DI Connection Manager, you can set up a DSN connection to the database, then set up multiple connections within the DI Manager, which can be centrally managed and be used by other Tosca users. Here we have different types of connections depending on your requirements. Let's go through some options here. The checkboxes that refer to metadata, uniqueness, and referential integrity need to be checked if we want to auto-create these tests in the DI wizard. You can also adjust the column quote characters to meet your database syntax requirements. My SQL Server requires a single comma, but my Snowflake connection requires double quotes. The Tosca DI Connection Manager can pull all the information it needs from the ODBC connection. You can also provide your own SQL for table, column, uniqueness and foreign key information, which is very useful when you have a large number of databases and you wish to segment your databases for access control and performance. We can see our SAP HANA connection that we have filtered the selection of tables to retrieve only schema name like sysbi. For all our connections, we need to test and validate the connection is working before saving. The DI connections and all the information is stored in the Tosca configuration section.